Good morning. It is Saturday, June 6th, and today I've decided to come downtown Kalamazoo by myself and just kind of check out the vibe, check out the community, see what's going on down here. I did do a quick drive-through downtown a couple days ago and saw that everything is boarded up, which I already knew. Basically, last weekend, there were some protesters. Everything was peaceful until about between, from what I've gathered, 12 and 1 a.m. And then there were some looting and some rioting and stuff like that. And so some of the business fronts where the glass was busted out. So what the community decided to do, along with the police force and the mayor and everything, was they boarded up all of the business fronts. So now I'm down here. I just want to check out what's going on. I did just do a quick drive-through just now, and I am like shaking with excitement because there are people down here painting and rebuilding. There are some businesses that are open to the community, and yeah, let's just go scope it out. We're gonna see what's going on here in the front lines here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Just as a little backstory, I came to college in Kalamazoo, so I spent 8 full years here between the years of 2000 and 2008. Let's head downtown Kalamazoo and just scope it out. It feels really good to be back in my college town. This is the town my sister lives in, so I'm feeling a lot of Kalamazoo solidarity and pride right now. So for those of you watching, this is kind of a smallish town, and yeah, this is what's going on. The problem of racism is insidious. It is worse than the worst pandemic or virus that we could ever witness. And it has caused many deaths. So let's just take a look at something uplifting and see what the community's up to. All right. All right, Jambulance is looking good. Okay, so let's just take a walk through. We've got plenty of video space here, plenty of time today. It feels really nice to have some leisurely time to come see what's going on and maybe talk to a few business owners. Now, where I'm at right here, you'll see I am on Kalamazoo Mall, okay? So this would be considered the epicenter of Kalamazoo. All of the kind of boutique-y stores are down here. There's like a really cool kind of city center area where there's like a grocery, and there's a few bars right on this mall, a cigar shop, a yoga place, there's a rock climbing place. But as you'll see, this place has been one of the few places downtown that has remained open during COVID, and it appears that they're fully shut down now. So I think everyone is just really playing it safe because it is Saturday. So I think there might be a lot of protesting tonight. So actually, you know what I'll do is I'll take a walk down this side of the street, the east side, and then maybe just kind of loop back on the west side. We've got a couple artists painting some work out here. This is looking awesome. This is looking awesome, guys. Showing a lot of solidarity down here right now. Hello, how are you? Is this your guys' business?
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us kind of if anything happened with regard to the rioting? Like, has your business been affected at all, or?
No, but you know, we want to get back to normal.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fix the front window here.
Was this window smashed out or something? Oh wow, okay. And that was last Saturday, or?
No, that
what
was
happened?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Probably around like midnight, 1 a.m. That's okay. That's when I heard most of the damage was done down here. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
Get back on your feet. Thank you. I know that there's been a lot of devastation, and there is insurmountable heartbreak right now. We have a lot of change that we need implemented in our culture and society, but it feels good to see all this positivity happening, you know? Oh yeah, this is great, guys. Woo! Right under Rocket Fizz here, we've got the powerful symbol of the fist rising up.
Did I get in the way, or?
No, it was actually nice having you guys there because then I could, like...
I love it. Oh, and look at this beautiful vision that it's gonna be. Nice, good. There's another drop cloth here, so looks like this image is coming up on this wall. Oh, this is the image. Oh. That is a beautiful drawing. Okay, make sure we give credit to this person here.
Kind of facilitating today.
Oh, wonderful.
I think we've been connected through social media, so I know.
Are you serious? Wait, what's your
My
name?
name's Anna Lee Rader. So
Anna.
I think I found your card at the co-op when I worked there, so I've been following your adventures.
Oh, dude, that's a riot. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's so good to meet you. Wow. I'm doing some documentation because I'm like, I've got this YouTube channel platform and I'm like, yo, I haven't been to Kalamazoo since college days. Let's check out what's going on downtown. Are you coordinating all of the artwork downtown or?
A lot of it. A few are independently coordinated efforts.
Okay.
So we, as of 3 days ago, or no, day before yesterday, I reached out to the partnership and I was like, hey, we have all these boards. This is like, we gotta do something.
Yeah.
And they're like, so like within an hour, we had a budget to pay artists. We were like,
What?
artists, like trying to center like minority voices. And,
So these artists that are painting right now are going to get paid.
yep.
$250 each. How did you raise those funds like for the project?
So this was, no, the Downtown Partnership is sponsoring.
The downtown partnership. Okay.
Yep.
Go Kalamazoo! Yes, that's so awesome.
Really intentional about trying to lay off any business owners trying to put forth the vision
Wow.
of the artist's vision.
Awesome, thank you. I'll send you this now that I know and I have your name and everything. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Woo! No justice, no peace. Yes, no peace. No justice, no peace. Love you all. Wow. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Wraps all the way around the block, guys. This is our town. This is beautiful, guys. So it appears that actually it may have started over here at the courthouse, which is right across the street here, and looping through all the way through downtown. So I knew that I needed to be out here today. This is a blessing. There are so many people in this community that care. So let's loop back around and head with the crowd back into downtown. Even cars driving by are showing their solidarity, just giving a quick honk and letting us know that they are with us. Love it.
I just realized how terrifying that sound can be.
I was like, what is that?
Oh my goodness.
I love it though, it's so great. Here, love
Gotta
it.
capture what's going on.
Hi.
So much going on.
Calvin, right?
Yeah.
Dude, do you remember me from back in the day, Fourth Coast Cafe?
They're trying to link up with you forever.
How you doing? Yes.
Like you are the artist that challenged me. I think you are. How you doing? Is this good?
Julia.
Julia?
Yeah, yep.
My lady. That
I remember our days, our chats
you
in
doing
Fourth
here?
Coast Cafe,
What's up?
bro.
What's up?
I
You
am.
are one of the reasons I'm still doing this stuff.
Oh my God.
Years
That's-
ago, 10 years ago, she critiqued my art. She's like, you got the capacity, Calvin.
Yep.
You got to search. You got to do more. I'm like, I'm trying. You know, I'm still doing it.
You're not trying, you're doing it, man.
Thanks.
You're out here in the streets. Ah! It's so good to see you, man. Ah!
You got to know, like, ah.
So long story short, we're just back here living with my sister now.
Here in
So
Kansas?
yeah.
All right, well, let's link
So
up.
I know we've been here for like a month and a half.
We were
Through-
Instagram connected,
Awesome.
and now
Awesome.
we're real life.
Oh,
I love it, man, because I'm like buzzing
Oh,
with like
man.
happiness right now because we have the community out here, man. We have
Yeah.
the artists and we have people facilitating this whole thing, and like, what a blessing that the artists are getting paid and funded by the city of Kalamazoo. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna post this video up on YouTube and just get the word out about what's happening in Kalamazoo, and I'm just like fucking honored to be here, man.
All right.
Woo! Yes.
It's like stuff like that. Like, okay, I can stay here. You know, because I'm like, I see you, Julie. I'm like, I don't know. You go through your text, IG. I'm like, I need to get out of Kalamazoo.
No, it doesn't matter where you are. I'm coming to find out in life that it really doesn't matter where you are. You always have a voice. You know, like I went to New York. I go to Cambodia. It doesn't matter. But I did realize that no matter what community we are in the world or wherever we are in the world, we have to love and just back up our community and whatever issues that are going on. Like people are starving in Cambodia, you know, so you try to donate money, give rice. Here it's like we got to support the movement. I don't know. It's just crazy. We have to support our people, man.
That's right.
So I'm amped.
You got a card?
Yeah.
I'll
get my card here.
What's up? I want to.
Okay, guys, what I'm talking about is community. Supporting our fellow citizens, you know? Thanks to everyone for helping to clean up and for your continued support. We love Kalamazoo. So that's pretty awesome. And this is Lana's boutique. Nice work, you guys. Awesome.
It's getting there.
Fantastic work. I love it.
Thank you.
I'm loving you guys. I am just loving that the artists, the community are actually paying the artists to do this work, and you know, we're just out here in solidarity. Hello. Do you guys mind enlightening me on like what this symbol is, or?
Here, take a card.
Oh, okay.
They're little angels.
Oh, it's an angel?
Yeah, I do
Oh,
sacred geometry work, and if you do it long enough, I don't know how to explain it very simply, but for me, I can do those all day.
Okay, so it's almost like yoga in a sense, where the more you practice, the more your vibration is kind of lifted, and
You get in sync with things when you do yoga or anything else that's spiritual.
I love it. Alexander?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful, man.
Yeah, check out my artwork on Instagram. You'll see a lot more of that, and you'll be able to see my artwork transition.
All right. Oh, this is just beautiful. Great. I can't wait to look at more of your work, man.
Appreciate it.
Stores are beginning to open now, which is really nice to see. The ban in Michigan for businesses opening has been lifted, but you know, I know that these stores will be open during the day, but obviously during the night, it's going to be more of a precarious situation, perhaps. But everyone is out here peaceful in the streets, and it's really nice to see. I am hearing the noise. I'm hearing the crowd. I'm hearing the positivity. I'm hearing vibration. I'm hearing spirituality. I'm hearing anger. I'm hearing love. I'm hearing honor. And this is a moment in history that we will never forget. And I think each of us has to do our part. We have to get out here in any capacity and just show our support, show our solidarity. Also remember that there is coronavirus going on, so keeping the mask around large crowds. But you know what? Let's go check out this crowd. This is where it's at.
Until what government hears us. Because we will keep screaming and shouting until the roar of our voices causes the system to shatter beneath us. Thank you. Isn't it about damn time that we listen to Black women's voices? I'm gonna bring up my friend T. Hall, Tracy Hall. You better come on up, Commissioner Tracy Hall. Happy Pride, everyone! Happy Pride! I want to stand up here with you and tell you that Black Lives Matter, Queer Lives Matter, and I do not stand with the militaristic actions by the police, not in our city and not across the country. You know, Trinity talked about this, Stonewall. It was the launch of the gay liberation. But I would be remiss if I didn't talk about how the acts of rebellion and resistance led by queer people of color started long before Stonewall. I know I wouldn't be up here without Compton's Cafeteria Riot, or Cooper's, or Dewey's, and Stonewall. I wouldn't be up here without heroes of mine, Black queer heroes of mine, without Sylvia Rivera, Marsha Pay It No Mind, Johnson. Sister Outsider Audre Lorde. And the Lesbian Menaces. That I will walk side by side with you. I will walk behind you to ensure that we have a policy that make our community more equitable and more safe. The black bisexual boys turn. You ready to support me? That's what this is about. So first, we're all gonna take a knee. That's what we're gonna do. All right.
Yes.
Together. Fist up, and we're gonna take a knee just for a moment. The moment of solidarity is for all the lives that we have lost. So thank you for that. Thank you. And well, damn it, the NFL has apologized finally. I think folks are finally starting to get it. Huh? I need you all to be the loudest you can be because I get a little nervous sometimes. I make sure my team over here got me. Well, Kalamazoo, look at us. We are louder than ever. Bolder than ever. We are more united than we have ever been. We may be hot. We may feel anxiety under those masks. I know I do. But we are here. Take it in. Look around you. Feel the power of today, correct? I'm honored to stand here with you. I am Marshall Kilgore. I'm an activist. I'm a nonprofit leader. I serve as the Director of Advocacy at Southwest Michigan's Resource Center for my community, the LGBT community. Are you with me? And link arms with marginalized communities to help us all tap into our inherent power. And this young black bi man is also running for office to help our children. Have a better future. I'm running to be a trustee on the Kalamazoo Public Schools Board. That Black lives matter in our schools, correct? Trans lives matter in our schools, correct? Every student should be able to be a scholar and enjoy school no matter if they're black, gay, lesbian, trans, whatever it may be. They deserve to be safe in our schools. Board has a petition going around right now to take police out of our schools. And you know what candidate is ready to do so? Me. It's time we have fighters put their money where their mouth is. And when it comes to public service, you're looking at a public servant who wants to fight injustice daily. All over the world because we are ready to eradicate the pandemic that has been longer than COVID-19. A pandemic that has plagued our community for far too long. And can you guess what that is? Racism. If you are ready to take on racism, let me hear you. We to uplift, support, and demand change for some of the most attacked, beaten, bruised, and marginalized folks in our community. Those who live at the intersections of being Black and within the LGBT community. That's me, that's people in this audience, that's kids in our schools, that's our neighbors. I want to talk about someone, a young trans man who was murdered, Tony McDade, shot in cold blood in Florida. I want to talk about Ayanna Dior, who was beaten outside of a gas station and filmed. Those are the names. This is why we're here today, to honor those people of color who live at the intersection of the LGBT community as well. So let's say their names together. Tony McDade. Tony McDade. Ayanna Dior. Ayanna Dior. We stand with you. We stand with you. Or let's talk about the hundreds of men getting targeted on dating apps, used as sexual objects and then killed off, worse than animals. These horror stories are not fiction, they are our reality. One that must be changed, right? I wanted to make sure I have those names, because often we think it's us versus them. It's too far away from us. It's not in our community. We have our LGBT ordinance here, but damn it, we still got work to do, don't we? Yeah! I need for this community to put our money where our mouth is. Stand up to injustice at every single point that you see it. I love this community, but I will tell you this, I'm educated, I help advocate, but I am scared for my life daily. I am a Black bisexual male in this world, and it is not safe for me, it is not safe for my community. So it's time to make change. I need your support on the ballot, I need your support in November, I need your support today, I need your support tomorrow. Are you with me? Commissioner Stephanie Moore, come on up here. We need you to close us out.
Let me just tell you how beautiful each and every one of you are here today. This is the heart of Kalamazoo, right here in Bronson Park. We know that we have been living through generations of discrimination, of bias, racism, sexism, all of that. We know it continues to erupt every time something happens. But I want you all to know that as we raise our fists for Black Lives Matter, we also gonna raise our fists for equality. We cannot have equity without equality. We want justice, we want fairness for every single person in our community, in our country, regardless of the color of your skin and regardless of who you love. That is the promise and the dream of America. If you work in human resources and your business is not diverse and inclusive of people of color, of women, of the LGBTQ community, then I need for you to check your HR director. And we need to make sure that we are preserving the American dream of home ownership. Everybody should be able to own their home, be able to afford their taxes and their expenses, and maintain home ownership right here in this community. 3 days ago, we watched in trauma and tragedy, Kelly Doyle, homes burned to the ground in the North Side neighborhood. Not just any homes, but homes that were just purchased to help with our housing crisis, to rehab and renovate, to offer decent and affordable housing to the most vulnerable people in our community. I don't think that it was a coincidence that those particular properties on North Street, on Patterson Street, that they were targeted, Vince Cavill. I believe that they were targeted because they know that one of the property owners, Tawala Lockett Jones, worked with our organizations to make sure we had housing for LGBTQ community. A black realtor and property owner right here in Kalamazoo purchasing property to make sure that affordable housing is available for everybody, regardless of what you want. Robert Washington, right on North and Staple Street, purchasing property to make sure we have decent and affordable housing for anybody that needs it. Bring your kids out here on the front line. Take your children to the polls and teach them how to vote. Make sure they are interacting with people that don't look like them, that don't come from where they come from. That's how you create love. Love is love. Love is love. Love is love. Love is. We don't put the pressure on the state of Michigan. We don't put the pressure on our federal government until we get policies that are based in equity and fairness and justice and represents all of us. And how do you do that? You vote. 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 We matter, y'all. We all matter. And this is our time. This is where everybody, whether if you're a same gender loving person, whether if you black, brown, marginalized or whatever, we matter. And we are going to be on the forefront of this movement until real change comes and not Trump change.
I refuse to see my son's body outlined in chalk and his name should just become another hashtag when he could have very well had the cure for AIDS. But to you, his skin was the plague, so you took him out. I refuse to keep waking up and seeing the destruction, humiliation, and senseless murderings of my people because a trigger-happy Ricky was too busy playing Candy Crush to remember that hands up, don't shoot, I can't breathe, and our black men asking officer, why did you have your gun out as such a threat to you that you've clearly forgot who pays your check? You are a civil servant. You are a civil servant. You are not God, not Allah, not any divine spirit that lines the halls of the places that we have to congregate in when you take our people from us. Because to you, it was another day in the office, officer. Trayvon just wanted to go home. George and Eric just wanted to breathe. Oscar didn't want to be shot by you. Philando wasn't reaching. Walter didn't want to be tased. Sandra just wanted to leave the jail cell. Michael didn't have a gun. Tamar didn't have a gun. Jordan was just listening to music. Ahmad couldn't even go running. And Brianna couldn't even be in her home. Now you tell me who's wrong. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be live. But someday, somehow, someway, we have to stop these lies. If you are not angry, you should be. If you do not feel my pain, you should be. If you don't hear the cries from the help of those who have had boundaries in their ways since the day their grandparents were born. You should be. If you didn't check your white privilege at the door to this conversation, you should have. But I thank you to my white allies. The people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, I'm sorry, but we have a long way to go. Justice for this cause isn't coming overnight. Some of our brothers and sisters have already had to die so we could win this fight. But standing together is going to prove fruitful in the end because God hasn't left our side. Even though we may not see the footprints in the sand, He is carrying us to the promised land. I stand with you and I see you. I hear you and I am listening. Our journeys all may not be the same, but in the end, we all hope to gain justice, equity, belovedness, and security, and know that we are fighting for the greater good. And with that, my brothers and sisters, how can we lose? Black lives matter, and they should every day. Gay lives matter, and they should every day. Queer lives matter, and they should every day. Black lives matter no matter what the opposition has to say. Black lives matter, and I will say it till I take my last breath. Black lives matter.
And I feel like I'm judged a lot for being in the LGBTQ+, but that doesn't mean black, white, anything LGBTQ+. You should still treat people kindly and nicely the way you would want to be treated.
I appreciate everyone coming out here. My name is Ashley, and I was born and raised in Kalamazoo. I've been here my whole life. I've been doing activism here since I was 7 years old, picking up trash on the north side Edison neighborhood. And I just wanted to come up here because I'm really angry, and I'm really hurt, and I'm really upset. Like I said, I've been here my whole life, so I've seen Kalamazoo go through a lot of changes since 1991. And I'm really sick and tired of the theatrics in this town. I really am. I'm tired of us being boarded and paneled to death. I'm tired of the anti-racism summits and all these things just for you to go back home to the comfort of your homes and sit comfortably in your white privilege at home. As I'm looking in the crowd right now, like I said, I appreciate everyone here, but as I'm looking in the crowd, I don't see as many black faces as I would like to see down here. When there was a peace zone established downtown and not in the Edison neighborhood and on the north side and on the east side, it made very clear who and what is worth protecting in this town. The National Guard in here, I was woken up by people getting shot by bullets, people getting tear gas. Never in a million years, like I said, I've lived here my whole life, and never in a million years would I have imagined these things transpiring right now. I want you to take action. I don't want you to just march around with a sign to make yourself feel good. I don't want you to wallow in your white guilt to make yourself feel bad, to feel motivated to do something. Because Kalamazoo is a city that is obsessed with appearances. We hide behind the foundation and the promise and all these other things. When the kids that live over here, the kids that live in the north side, and the kids that live on the east side, they're not getting the same education as the kids that live in Woods Lake. They're not getting the same education. I've seen so much stuff on Facebook about people saying, Kalamazoo, this isn't us, this isn't us. Just a few years ago, a black family moved into the Woods Lake neighborhood and was met with no niggers allowed signs in their yard. Just a few years ago. Billy Dunnigan was the first black woman to move onto Harley Street, and she was approached by her white neighbors and who said, please don't tell your friends and family to move over here. We are that town. I'm tired of people saying that this isn't Kalamazoo. This is exactly who we are. And until we can come to terms with that, we cannot change anything in this town. So I want to see your faces. So I want to see your faces on the north side. I want to see your faces on the east side. I want to see your faces on the south side, because there's a lot of people down here who are too afraid to go to these places. And what does that say about you? You need to speak up, and you need to speak out at home, in your workplaces, at the stores, on your daily comings and goings. You need to speak up. Because it is not enough for you to come down here and say say that you are an ally and go back home and do nothing. It is not enough for you to post this status and go back home when I have to watch my back, when I get followed when I go to businesses downtown. I get followed when I go downtown. So cut the theatrics out. I'm tired of theatrics. When you leave here, you take action. I work for a housing organization. I work for a Black historical organization here, so I'm very well versed in Kalamazoo's history. You come to these places, you donate your money to these places. You show your face, and you be a true ally, not just when you feel like it, not just when it's cool and when it's cute. You be this person all the time.
Kalamazoo, Michigan. So hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is Kalamazoo, Michigan. And we are out here, man. We are out here in numbers to show our solidarity and support. Jump in the line.